35.7 seconds left in the game.
Gotta see what the...
A fight! Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, and Tyler Hero all involved. Madness on the floor here in Houston.
Thompson went after Tyler Hero.
Unravel it with the replay. And Heat Nation, you and we will see it together in seconds. Wow, watch how it erupts. The bump between Hero and Amen Thompson. And then watch what Thompson does. Whoa!
Oh, my.
Amen Thompson's going to get tossed out of this game.
Absolutely.
And Ime Udoka has to be restrained by his security staff. A bizarre finish to this game.
Well, they're going to have to review this tape here, but Mark Davis trying to get control here. Finish this game.
This altercation review as per rule.
Ime Udoka has been ejected.
And so that's technicals there that Miami will be able to shoot free throws on, but this play by Thompson, you know, it's very common. You lock up, you...
Picked up full court, Van Vliet by Kamara, trying to draw the foul. Threw up a wild shot that had no chance of going in. Ahead to Sharp.
A lot of times and felt the contact, went into his shot, and referees didn't deem it enough to call the foul, but the contact was absolutely there. He sees the advantage, there's the bump, and that's a shot that gets a lot of.
That's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now Fred Van Vliet was just thrown out of the game.
Freddie's got to be careful. Hopefully he didn't make contact with the referee.
Yeah, that's not good.
He was frustrated. Really hadn't hit a shot, and he did get contact on that last play and went to throw it up, and the referees did not make that call.
That's one thing Ime talked about, just making the Warriors pay when they double team Jalen Green. Oh man, it's a foul. Dillon Brooks. Curry is tripped again, and whoa, now Dillon Brooks got up and hit Steph, and Draymond is the big brother. And so you've got a little pushing and shoving, and Steven Adams is going to clean up everything. Well, Dillon Brooks just tried to take the ball from Steph. Now Dillon Brooks and Steph are having words. And Steph isn't backing down. Dillon Brooks is one of those players, he'll try to mask his dirty. I remember last game he took a swipe at Steph's thumb, acting like he's contested a shot, but here's the foul. You get this ball screen, Steph goes snake dribble, and Dillon Brooks clearly fouls him. He's frustrated. Probably the best part of last game was when Dillon Brooks fouled out, and Steph is pointing at him, laughing at him, and Dillon Brooks was so salty he went after the ball. Oh, you mad, bro? Yeah, he was mad.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing there, to be honest.
There's nothing. And Dillon Brooks was too salty. He couldn't handle it. And Steph was like, yeah, what do you want to do? He's not backing down. Dillon Brooks is always trying to stare at people. That was my favorite part of the game. I was here for last game when Dillon Brooks fouled out and everybody starts waving at Dillon Brooks falling over, and he tried to take GP2 with him. And this is what Dillon Brooks does. Like, he's made kind of a name for himself, and he's stayed in the league, and he does a lot of other things well, but
yeah, when he
is looking to cause havoc.
When he went to get the ball, you had Draymond and Quentin Post saying that's enough. And also, let's be real.
Fred's got the hot hand. Shingo's been cleaning up.
Another one. No, not this time. And then Brooks ties up Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Here come both teams. Here comes Rocket security. And we got a scrum in front of the Rocket bench.
I love it. Look at both teams. They're just loving it. Jalen Williams is screaming in there, and those two buddies, so they're having a good time. Dillon Brooks, anytime Dillon's involved, you're going to have someone at it, man. And both teams saying, no, we get it, man. It's just good basketball from both those guys. But how about this fight, man? What a game, man. Living up to all the expectations.
You got security personnel for both teams out there.
You see the players are going, we're fine, guys. Go back to the bench. We're good.
Nobody planted a flag at midfield. Saw a lot of that yesterday in college football.
Here's the play here, Craig. These two, similar. Dillon going after it, getting that board. He's got all ball. Lift Shea off his feet, man. Somebody's been in the weight room. Somebody hasn't. And Dillon and Brooks screaming. And look at these guys nodding their head and excited, man. Boy, this is just good basketball in both hands.
Jeff Green,
Jeff laughing.
FGA is laughing. Here's look.
Look at this, man. I've been in the weight room. You haven't? Well, I'm taking two guys with me, man. How about Dillon Brooks?
So they're going to ultimately look at this, but for me, let's just play on.
They're buddies. They're friends.
There's nothing there. It's like you
going to review the play for an altercation that doesn't immediately resolve itself.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's smiles.
There's nothing there.
No. They say the foul occurred before the gather.
And he never put the ball back down.
And I think another technical foul's been handed out. Now Ingram looks like he's confronting Jason Phillips.
Well, the technical foul was on Ingram for shoving James Harden after that play.
I'm not sure what happened.
Ingram was usually pretty mild-mannered. Now Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches. Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches. Security trying to separate. So are some of the teammates. Boy, that quickly erupted into something ugly. And then in another spot, another fight erupted. There's going to be suspensions for this one as Rondo immediately heads back to the locker room. Ingram still joined. Carmelo Anthony still joined. That's when it gets dangerous, when it breaks out in a couple of different places. Well, it's going to be a lot for the officials to look at. Everybody seems to now finally calm down a bit. All right, here's where it started. Already started looking at it, the replay center. All right, there's the initial foul. Ingram's upset. Pushes Harden. The technical foul. Then Ingram gets in the face of Jason. You know what? I think it was Harden behind Jason Phillips. That's why he went that way.
Oh.
And then Paul gets in the face. Rondo throws a punch. Paul throws a punch. Ingram comes in here. He throws a punch. Those three will be suspended for those punches.
Multiple games.
And James quickly getting Paul out of it. As Mark said, when Chris Paul was over here, he said that Rondo spit on him. And again, couldn't see anything there on the replay. James and Paul, such close friends. James able to calm him down momentarily.
Golden State controls the glass with Key. Head of the field to Moody. Trying to force the issue underneath. Lays it up and they get him. Moody gets it back. Into the corner. Spencer. Another offensive rebound. This time Knox. Turns, shoots. And then it's Key. Misses the layup.
Goodness.
Boy, Dillon Brooks and Spencer mixing it up underneath it. Now Spencer and Şengün. Boy, look out. Jackson Davis shoving Şengün. Officials quickly trying to defuse the situation. That thing was brewing. It started between Spencer and Brooks. Then Spencer started. And boy, a night that looked like it was going to be a huge blowout. And this thing continues to get interesting here down the stretch.
Right there. Jackson Davis took offense to what Şengün was trying to say to Spencer right there. Just steps in and shoves Şengün. And the fans just now seeing the replay and react to Jackson Davis's shove.
Well, it's a shove, and not only that, the arms of Jackson Davis got up a little high, right in the neck area of Şengün.
And if you're Şengün, you got to realize, listen, Golden State will proudly take a swap of Jackson Davis. No offense, but Jackson Davis and Şengün, you got to be smart. I understand tempers are flaring, but right now, this is why it's so important